Let's go.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to Friday Fire. We've got the brand new, the best stuff, 2024 Bowman draft, and a little bit of Topps Chrome update into the mix. We're also going to end the show with a high roller, the newest, best baseball cards. Shout out to everybody who got here nice and early in the chat. Break number 1 is underway without delay. These ones are going to go quick. Quick ripping today. This stuff's expensive. 3 autographs in one of these bad boys. Fenway Red. What's going on? What is the best box to get? That's not an easy answer. Depends on your budget. Depends on your choices, your style, what you like to collect, who you like to collect, what's your goal? Is it collecting? Is it reselling? You just trying to flip to make some money, or are you just looking to what's the age? You buying it for yourself? You buying it for a kid? You buying it for a gift? You buying it to... It's not an easy one to answer. But I can tell you that my favorite thing to open right now is either Topps Chrome update or Topps update, because of the combination of all the factors of affordability and the checklist and enjoyability. Autograph number 1 coming out immediately. Serrano. For the Mets, going to Kurt. Congratulations, Kurt. You found TCU at Walmart this morning for $50. You got her for straight retail, eh? Congratulations. It's a good buy. Yellow Lunar Crater? Giovanni Rodriguez, 12 of 75. I always like these yellow lunar craters. They look cool. That little bit of detail just kind of makes it stand out, makes it special. We got some refractors. Happy Friday, Scott. Derek, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I had actually good luck, Wayne, with those super boxes. Now, I can tell you a little bit about those. I wouldn't recommend it for somebody that is anal like me about like getting the best value for the different formats, because it's not the best value when it comes to dollar per parallel, dollar per card. But what it offers are these little special things. It's especially good for kids. Like, I would recommend it for a gift for a kid, because they have like a giant card. They have a companion card, and it comes with a little pin. Kids love the pin. They love the gigantic card. And also it's got an exclusive pack inside, like a foil board pack. And those cards can have good value as well. But dollar per pack and dollar per card, it's not a really good way to go. But if you don't really care about just having the very best format, most efficient way of ripping, then it's fine. Jared Thomas to 150. Going to the Rockies. Brian, congratulations. Update, hangers are the mountaintop. Yeah, the hangers are really good. Fanatics boxes are really good. Those are the two best formats. Even fat packs are really good. I would say don't hesitate. If you see fat packs, don't hesitate on those, because those are really good dollar per parallel. Actually, they're the best dollar per parallel. But the Fanatics boxes are... So it's kind of confusing. The fat packs are the best dollar per numbered parallel, and like your basic numbered cards. I think even the golds come out of there the best. I've made videos on it. You can go back and watch the videos. But the Fanatics box, you can't get that anymore at cost. So that changes things for that. But when you could get that for cost, it was the best dollar per parallel by a long shot, including like all the different kinds of parallels, because you're just the amount that you're getting. You get the exclusive aquas out of there. So the Fanatics boxes have an extremely high floor, like the highest floor that there is. And then they actually have a really good dollar per numbered parallel too. So it's got like a good ceiling and floor, good all around. And the hanger boxes, you can actually still find those in the wild. So if you can find a hanger box at the straight up retail price, $12.99 or whatever it is, then that's going to be the best way to go currently until those dry up. And then you got to pay like, you know, they're trying to charge like $28 on the secondary market for those hanger boxes. If you got to pay 28 bucks, nah. Lorenzo, 99 of 99 for the Detroit Tigers. Going to Jake. There's our sky blue Dakota Johnson. Giants hit for Dawson. Max Clark in tune. There's Cags and a refractor. It's one of the top dudes here. Let's see, do I got my alert box on? No. And now it is. Skeens has a heavy lumber card and he doesn't swing a bat. That is an oversight. John Spikerman. Phillies hit for Robert. Stonebreaker says, I have a rule. If I can't get it for retail, then I don't get it. Well, that's a good rule unless you really want to rip something. So sometimes it gets to the point where, like, if you go back to 22 update, it gets to the point where even at, like, let's say they bump it up to $19.99 or whatever. Let's say you got to pay 20 bucks for a hanger box. Well, it got to the point where that was the best deal out of any of the formats that you could get. So it just kind of adjusts. Prices adjust. I got to adjust. Speaking of adjust. There we go. Lunar Glow, Billy Amick. There's our boy Waldschmidt. What should I do with a Corbin Carroll rookie HFA? Depends on the condition. So you got to turn some bright lights on, get some gloves on, inspect it, see if you see any scratches. Turn that sucker over with those HFAs. The back has a black border. It's like a black back. So a lot of times there's chipping around the edges. So just turn that sucker over right away and look for chipping, because that's the biggest thing with those cards. If you see chipping, you might as well just sell it raw. If you see nothing wrong with it, no chipping on the back, next step is you got to see if that's centered. So you go online and go on eBay and find a PSA 10 example. And you're going to have to, because the front doesn't have any borders to look at centering. So you're going to have to look at something in the corner, whether it's the Topps logo or whatever, and try to like compare it to a PSA 10. Then, and only then, if it's good to go, send that sucker off. But you know, you got to get like minimals for your orders. So you got to have usually 10 to 20 cards and minimum, unless you're sending it to a third party guy. Kevin, there's a Jackson Kent for you. Numbered to 199. Breaker's Delight Box, also known as HTA Choice. What's up, Mark? Your LCS has Fanatics boxes on the shelf for $35. Been debating grabbing one. Well, for $35, that's still a good deal because they were only $30 on the website. And you got to pay tax and shipping and stuff. So for $35, that's the cost for them. It's not, so it's a good price. Here we go. We got a parallel in the middle, purple. 3 cards, 3 autographs. Number 1, Brian Holiday, going to Eric. Followed by a purple, Blake Larson. We got a lot of White Sox hits. Pragati, good hit. And Johnny King. Man, we got 3 pitchers in that choice box? What? Come on. 1 is plenty. How about them Lions last night? How about Dan Campbell's pair? Dude has a pair on him. I can't even. Watching it over at my buddy's house, and we're all just like, what is he doing? And then it's easy. I'm not even going to let him. He's just like, I'm not even going to let him have a chance to win this game. You know what kind of plums that takes? Unbelievable. And we're just missing all of our players left and right. Everybody's out. Defense is being held together by strings and rubber bands. Not a big deal. We can get it done against one of the best teams in the league. Steel pair. Oh, yeah. I've never seen anything like that before. The dude is just unbelievably confident. Schilfleblingen. Schieflebien. Okay, let's try that again. Sheaf Elbien. Sheaf Elbien. Sheaf Elbien. Everybody's favorite Detroit Tigers pitching prospect that was drafted in the 2nd round. Jake, we're about to hear a lot out of Sheaf Elbien. Yeah, we do got some Bama boys, don't we, Jay? Look at this. It's a nice aqua. Aqua Wave, really bright. To 125, another White Sox hit. Prague. Could you imagine doing my job live in front of the whole world, never seen? I mean, okay, Wednesday I saw some of these guys' names for the first time, but it's not nearly as hard in Bowman Draft as it is in Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome comes out and it's like, here we go. Let's show the world how you know how to read. Strange names. Brandon, appreciate the $9.99 super chat coming in. I may have brought the bad luck buying into this break. I'm on a cold streak rip, but not for long, my friend. Not for long. Who you got? And what break are you in? Oh, you got the Braves. Okay. Let's get you a good Brave. Davison de los Santos to 150. Marlins for Jackson. Josh Karen, Sky Blue. Max Clark, die cut. Appreciate the super chat, Brandon. You're the man. I didn't see the after game speech. I had to jet out of there. Ethan Anderson. Orioles hit for Eric. That's a blue wave to 150. Second round pick. Best value rip this year, Scotty. We were just kind of talking about it. Rewind the tape a little bit. You'll hear my breakdown. Lively. Welcome. Thanks for being a hitter, man. Stage filled up fast. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get a lot of color. You're going to get a lot of stuff out of these jumbo boxes. And not to mention the fact that those choice boxes, I mean, just boom, boom, boom. 3 stand-worthy cards guaranteed every single box. The base Skeens Chrome PSA 10 just sold for $1,000 on eBay. Base first auto. Is that what you're talking about, hangers or bangers? But, I mean, no, I mean, I didn't just see that. I'm not actively scrolling around on eBay looking for stuff like that. The only way I know is if you come in and tell me. Zaire Hope. Dodgers hit for Kurt. Yeah, Eric, this is, you probably don't know any of these players. That's probably why. And since you're new to the game, you don't quite understand what this is all about. But I can get into it for you a little bit. It's understandable that you wouldn't be into this product because back when I was first coming back onto the scene, getting into things, I saw some Bowman Draft on the shelf. This was 2018 Bowman Draft. I believe that was Casey Mize's first in that one. If I recall correctly, possibly Nolan Gorman. It's hard remembering all this, but Connor Griffin. This is the number 9 pick. The number 2. This is a big card right here. The number 2 Pittsburgh on the top 10 prospect list for Pittsburgh. This guy's number 2. He was out of high schooler. This is the best high schooler in the draft. So a lot of times these guys have the best value out the gate because he's, young. He's going to be young. Yeah, 18. Lots of upside, lots of potential, lots of time to develop and become even greater than he is. But going back to this, Eric, the reason why this is a popular release, but it's not for everybody, is because if you don't keep up with prospects or the draft, like if you don't watch last year's draft or you don't care, like your team didn't have a high pick or whatever the reason, there could be a lot of reasons. Or can be overwhelming trying to understand and keep up with all these prospects because not only the guys coming out of high school, but the international prospects that no one's ever heard of. That's why you got to go to Baseball America, get the inside from them. But if you don't know these guys, of course you're not going to be excited about it. Like, you probably had no idea who Connor Griffin was, and that's understandable. Not a lot of people do, except for the hardcores. But this is the product that has the highest ceiling of any product, pretty much, because the most collectible card for a player is their first chrome autograph. It's the most valuable, most collectible card. Of course, it goes layers of collectability within. As you get the parallels, you go higher dollar, the lower the number parallel is autograph. But not only that, just their plain old chrome first card is the most collectible non-autograph card of a player. So, like, the chrome first is more valuable and collectible typically than a chrome rookie from Topps Chrome. So by the time you figure out who these guys are and go to maybe, like, let's say, I don't know, Jackson Kent is your guy. Like, he ends up being an awesome pitcher. By the time you figure that out and go back in time, his prices are going to be super high. That's why this is called prospecting. Everybody dives in, not everybody, but a lot of people dive in real early to try to get in on a player before their prices get out of control. Because it always, like, there's always a top guy who everybody's looking for. We're talking about Travis Bazzana. He's like the guy everybody's looking for, number 1 overall pick. So his price is going to be really, really high. But each pick, as you go down, tink, 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 you're getting a little bit of a discount, a little bit of a discount, a little bit of a discount, until you find some, like, really good values relative to some of the top guys. And then, you know, you never know what's going to happen in a year or two. That could be the organization's top player, top prospect. They could come into the bigs and just absolutely crush. And then, you know, you got them for a reasonable price, and now they're worth like 10 times as much. So it's just a prospecting game that people play. But if you don't care and don't recognize the prospects, and maybe none of them play for your team, understandable. Egan, Sky Blue. It's hard to keep up with all this stuff, man. It is. Hobby Box Topps Chrome update. Doing a little bit of a mixer today. Just enough to get the checklist spread out a little bit differently. And then the last break of the day, high roller. All the good stuff. We got some gilded coming in the high roller too. You don't see a lot of Giants pulls. There's a couple of good Giants. There's James Tibbs and Dakota Jordan. Those are two. Like, Tibbs was number 13 overall pick, and he's number 3 in San Francisco's organization. And Dakota Johnson's number 4 in their organization. He was a little bit later of a pick, so that's a guy you could get a steal on, but he's actually really good. Who do you think will be the big rookie in 2025? Probably Dylan Cruz. Maybe Walker Jenkins. I don't know if he's going to be making an appearance, but Cruz is already up, and he's got speed and power, and he can kind of do it all. He's really good. Yeah, that's right, Anthony. Anthony says people have very short memories. You can snipe some of the top guys who have a slow year too. Just got to keep checking stats or watch the games. Yep. Not Dominguez. Well, Dominguez is not going to be a rookie. As far as I know. I mean, maybe he still has rookie status, but his rookie card's already been out there, so he's not going to have rookie cards. And that's what we're talking about, I think. Ronnie Mauricio. I know I've been aware of Ronnie Mauricio for a long time. He just hadn't had the opening until recently. There's no way a base Skeens Chrome update, like if it sold for 1,000, then there's something wrong with that, because that's more like you take a 0 off of that, and even it's like a $50 PSA 10. If it's selling for 100, which it probably will right out the gate, about 1,000, no, something's shady and wrong with that, because it's not a $1,000 card. No base card PSA 10 modern era is worth $1,000. Not even close. Rafaela, negative. Now, if you're talking about an autograph, yeah, first autographs, those could go for 1,000. PSA 10 first auto, like that Connor Griffin, you know, like that similar kind of card. And a PSA 10 has in the past, certain players have gone for like a G. Jackson Merrill Prism. This is why we do it. Get a nice little mix. Rafaela negative up there. Nick Gonzalez slept on. I disagree. I think he's exactly where he should be. Light hitting second baseman. Nobody wants, like, not very collectible. Brian Ramos. I know he was a former top pick, but you got to think about a ceiling for a guy like that, because that's what kind of matters for a guy like that. What's his ceiling? 20 home runs, 25 home runs, batting 280, 25. I mean, I don't know. In order for a player to have value, they got to hit home runs, and they got to have a high WAR. So, but you can't, like, in a situation like that, it's not just about like, oh, he had a 5 WAR last year. That's not going to get it done. You got to, in order to have like big value in the hobby, there's Carlos Correa in his City Connect for John. In order for a guy to have big value, they have to show big upside, and they have to have one of those seasons where they're, first of all, they got to be an all-star at the very least. And then from there, like, can they crack like 6 WAR? If they can crack 6 WAR, usually as a rookie, then they can start getting some value. Then they start getting some value built up. Colt Keith Prism. It's a nice one. But typically second basemen are not very collectible. Unless it's like Royce Lewis might play second this year, at least what I've been hearing rumblings of. If Royce Lewis plays second, that's a guy that can hit. He could hit 40 home runs. So now you're talking, but typically second basemen don't hit home runs. They're just kind of like, they're just kind of out there providing a little bit of defense, a little bit of speed, a little bit of maybe they can get on base. Here we go. Orange Evan Carter, 15/25. Nice hit, Brian. Colt Keith is decent. Yeah, I like Colt Keith. He plays for the Tigers, though, so I got some bias there. But I don't think Colt Keith's like undervalued or underrated, really. I think you got to prove it. Boom, there we go. To $299. Like Colt Keith's got he's got a little bit of a hobby, but in order to break through, he's got to really show something next year. And also, you got to be batting towards the top of the order. You got to be batting as a second baseman, ideally like in the 2-hole. And that way you're getting a lot of runs. You're getting a lot of WAR because you're contributing runs, and you can still get RBIs in the 2. You can get on base a lot. You got protection from the 3 and the 4 hitters. Wyatt Refractor. Last box. Break number 1. 6 WAR is high for a rookie. Yeah, it is. It's exactly my point. You got to look at what, like Julio, Bobby, Ellie, like those kind of guys who have big value in the hobby. Like, look at their WAR and what they do as a rookie. And then follow it up with a sophomore campaign where you really crush. And then you just have to keep doing it forever. Or else your hobby will drop. That's the tricky part. Cole Messina, another Rockies hit. Brian, congratulations. We've got a green lava. Trey, you savage, to 99. Going to Travis. And Ariel Armas for Justin. I feel like J-Rod will have a bounce back year, says MJR. Yeah, me too. You know how I just think it's going to keep going back and forth with him and Bobby for like the entirety of their career. They're both going to have like good years. Like they're always going to have good years, but they're not going to have superstar years every year. Nobody ever does. Usually there's a prime where, you know, typically starts like their third year maybe, where they really start accumulating MVP votes, high WAR, repeatability, because you have to make the adjustments after your rookie season, and then once again after your sophomore. You have to keep making adjustments, and you have to keep refining your game so that there's no holes that can be exploited. But with Julio, like he's like a second half guy, and if he can just put it all together from the very beginning, whoo, like he's just gonna keep putting up WAR. Very talented player all around. All right, here we go. Let's check out some hits. Messina, Max Clark die cut, Karen Sky Blue, De Los Santos to 150, Lunar Glow, Emick, Lorenzo 99 of 99, Jordan Sky Blue, Ethan Anderson to 150, Caglione Refractor, Namala die cut, Rodriguez to 75, Serrano, Jared Thomas to 150, True Blue, Dome to 250, Hope to 99, Herrera to 125, Schiefelbein, Larson to 250, Holiday, King base, Kent to 199, Spikerman first base, Evan Carter to 25, orange, Strato Stars, Correa, Rafaela negative, Merrill Prism, Egan Sky Blue, Rayner Sky Blue paper 499, Connor Griffin first auto, Brian Ramos to 150, Armes base, Messina base, Yasavage to 99, Langford refractor, and Colt Keith to 299. Break number 2. Let's do it. Yeah, Jaron Duran had a great year. One thing you can say about Jaron Duran is he's an all-star caliber player. Yeah, you know what that means, AZ. You know what that means. What's time to do, if you haven't already. Blake Wright to 75. Pull up break number 2. Here we go. This one's going to Kurt. And then there's Nick Kurtz. Number 4 overall pick. Yeah, I've watched Foolish Baseball. Sirota to 499. There's another Yeller to 75. Braylon Morrell. It's going to Joshua. Duran, yeah, he was like an old rookie. That's part of the reason why his hobby's still pretty low. But, you know, the ideal time to sell Duran would have been right around the All-Star break. Like when he made his All-Star team, he was absolutely crushing. Like one of the best players in the league when right around All-Star break time. That would have been the time to sell Duran stuff. Because like sometimes nobody cares. Like when a player's doing so good, One sec, guys. When a player's doing so good that they're like blowing expectations out of the water and they're just like the best player in the league for a stretch, player of the week, parlay that into player of the month, parlay that into the all-star game, like that's when you sell. Especially a guy who's old. Because there's a bunch of people, like the demand, you know, it's all about supply and demand. So the demand goes up significantly and the supply goes down because not a lot of people probably, it just wasn't even worth it to list the cards before. And then now all of a sudden the cards have value and it's like, okay, now it's worth it. And there's not that many online, so you can sell the cards for a lot, but eventually all you gotta do is just slow down a little bit and then people go, he's old anyway, you know, but for a while, like demand is on fire. So you gotta strike when the iron's hot. Celestin for Michael. You still a buy on Ellie or hold? I have not bought any Ellie. I don't think I've ever bought an Ellie card. Not that I don't think that he's awesome and he's going to do great and he has value. I have like cards of his that I ripped and then I just pulled from packs that I hold on to just because I'm a collector. But I'm also a seller when the time's right. You know, I got that Ellie National Convention card to 25 and it gemmed up. So I just sold it right away. You gotta sell stuff. If you're like at the point where I'm at, where I spend a lot of money on wax ripping for the channel, gotta sell stuff. So it's tough. Like usually I'm a seller of big cards like that, but I'm a buyer in the range of like $100. Like I like buying players like refractors, unnumbered parallels, stuff like that, because it's more affordable. And it's like the fact that it's a parallel gives it a lot more. Uh-oh. Hold on. My program just died on me. Come on, baby. All right, I think we're good. Anyway, what were we talking about? Spackle, Cash Mayfield. That's a nice one. Nick Kurtz refractor. Did you guys see that Bo Jackson rip I did yesterday with the jumbo box? Super stoked about that auto I got. Amon-Ra. Oh, it's so cool. That's one of my favorite pieces in my collection now. I'm holding on to all those cards. I'm not selling any of them. I just have a feeling that there's, you know, sometimes it takes like 20 years for something like that to be highly, highly collectible. I just look at it from the Pokemon realm of, you know, it took quite a while for that stuff, but after like the first edition stuff is insane. And there's so little of this initial alpha release. I'm not selling any of it. I'm keeping all of it. I'm keeping all my autos, all the cards. And there's actually a legit secondary market for that stuff. I had no idea. Just it's because the supply is so low, and I mean obviously there's a demand for it. Low supply, high demand equals big prices. Culpepper. Aqua Lava to 199, going to the Twins. Anthony, or nope, Drew. I said Drew. The auto in there is really cool. Yeah, like I wouldn't, if there were no autos in there, or if the autos were stickers, it would really bring down the overall appeal of the product. It would still be pretty cool with all those variations, but I wouldn't be as interested in it. The on-card auto thing is the key. Tink Hence to 99, green paper. Lunar Glow, Ben Hess. Couple of refractors. Hurtado to 199. This one's going to Eric. All right, we got a choice box coming up. We're getting 3 autos out of here for show. Come on, big money. Give us 2 parallels. Give us 2. I'd love a 3-banger. I haven't seen any 3-bangers yet, though. Here we go. Chase Harlan for the Dodgers. Number 1 going to Luke. We got a green lava. Blake Larson to 99. White Sox hit for Bobby. And finally, Trimble. Fenwick Trimble. He's got a Freddie Freeman auto. Look. Doesn't that look like Freddie Freeman's auto? It's a nice one. I like that auto. Let's check it out again. Not too fancy, but not just initials. You can see the F there and the T. Like, that's a good auto. That one's a little sloppy. Come on, Blake. A little sloppy there, bud. That's a good one. TCU Hobby. Semper breaks with a $9.99 super chat. Appreciate all your insight as you break. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. Super chats make a big deal, make a big difference. Helps me out a lot. Same with memberships. If you feel like getting a membership for the channel, it's only $1.99. And you get a lot of stuff for your $1.99. It's the cheapest membership you can find on eBay, on YouTube. You get a green highlight on your name. You get access to member-only chats. You get access to custom emojis that I made that only members can use. And you get an avatar that changes over time as months go on, gets bigger and better and stronger, and more ripped. And you get a free member chat every month that's like a free super chat. Any members in the house, show off your emojis. Yeah, it is possible to pull rookie debut patches from these Paulie Skeens. Lively, dropping 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate that. Check the chat, you guys. See if your name just got a highlight in green. That means Lively gifted you a membership. They're random. When people gift memberships in the chat, they just go to randomly whoever's in the chat at the time. Whoever's watching. That way y'all can see the perks. There you go. Oh, Julia coming in hot with 10 gifted. Appreciate that, Julia. What's up, JJW? There we go. Now we got some fire emoji. Someone drop a nuke. There you go. $50 Chuck dropping a nuke in the chat. Eric with a 17-month. See, that's a member chat that Eric just used. So if you're a member, if you got a green highlight, you get to use one of those chats for free every month. So you might as well take advantage of the perks. It says best breaker in the land right here. Love that. I love it. And Mark coming in with a $4.99 super chat. I have searched and searched trying to become a member. I can't find the option anywhere. So I'll just tip the dealer. Thank you. Are you using a cell phone? Because it's different depending on if you're on a cell phone or a PC. You're probably on cell phone. Most people watch from cell phones these days. Yeah, there's... You might have to just look it up. Because it's different. People always have that issue too. And I don't know what the answer is. I've looked it up multiple times and I forget. It's something like... It's either a $sign that you got to click... Or it's in the super chat option when you like try to send a super chat. That's one of the ways you can join and be a member. Julia using her 23-month. A shout to Stryker. Got me back into cards in 2022. It's great to hear. I love hearing those stories. All right, come on now. Let's get something good out of this box. Here's a purple. Eric Fetty to 250. Crazy how much the channel's grown, I know. Non-stop work, though. Anybody can do it. By the way, if anybody in the chat, anybody who's watching this, has ever thought of starting their own YouTube channel, you can do it too. You just have to devote your life to it. That's all. And then nonstop work every day, all day, and then you'll get there. Because along the way, you'll learn and you'll become better and better and better. John, I see you there, buddy. Thanks for joining. But the biggest trick is you have to just start. Stop delaying. Stop putting it off. I'm going to do it tomorrow or I'm going to try doing it some other time. No, just right now. Just make a video right now. Or maybe not. Maybe wait till the stream's done and then make a video. But you know what I mean. No excuses. Strato Stars Gunner. Russell. And it can be about anything. Anything you're interested in. It doesn't have to be cards. It could just be you sitting on your porch talking. Colt Keith Refractor. Another big boy 3 auto box. Don't have to show your face. No, I made videos for a year, at least a year without showing my face. But then when I did, kind of took off. Golden Glover says, you're the reason I was motivated to start a channel, so definitely thank you for that. You're welcome. How would you feel if Kay ended up signing with the Tigers? Not going to happen. He signed with the Angels. So that's a hypothetical that fortunately we don't have to entertain anymore. We got 2 Fenwick Trimble autographs, a base and a refractor. Marlins, Dean. Crushing it, Dean. Sky Blue, Hagen Smith for Bobby. Derek with a 51-month membership. Derek's been here forever. Long time hitter. Stryker is an OG. Came for cards, stayed for fire. Stayed for the face cam. Why don't we just make it, if everybody's so obsessed with the face cam, why don't we just... Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. Should I rip like this? So all you see is... Hey guys. Nick Merckx. You can just see like the eyes sticking out. Yeah. Break like this. Green, louder to 99. Well, that's the thing. It's hard getting the right angle too. Like the perfect angle, because you don't want it shooting below up into your nostrils, because that is a horrifying sight. But if you're too high, you know, you're looking at just the top of the head, which happens like when I'm into it and I got to lean forward to get a good look at the cards. And also if you have multiple monitors, there's no ideal position. Like I've got my camera in between my 2 monitors right now. I'd love to have 3 set up here, but 2 is the play. Trim your nose hairs. I mean, yeah. Pluck them out. But they come back. Vengeance. Mike with a $4.99 super chat says, hey Stryker, from your experience ripping Cosmic this year, how often would you guess you got an auto in a hobby box? P.S. Lions game was awesome. Yeah, you get an auto like 1 out of 3. Theo Gillen. And also in a case, there's at least 1 like super loaded box that's got an autograph and like multiple numbered cards, like die cuts and Supernova, Stella Nova. You know, you're not gonna get all that probably, but I've opened up a few cases of that, and every case has had just a super loaded box. Planetary Pursuit, like at least three of those things I just said in one box. Whereas last year, definitely weren't getting loaded boxes like that, and it was a tougher rip last year. It's more enjoyable this year. They made the Planetary Pursuits just a little bit easier to pull, which some people don't like. I understand both sides of the argument. Noble Meyer for the Marlins. Both sides of the argument are valid. Because you don't want, I like that stuff is hard to pull. It makes it more valuable and collectible and just exciting when you actually pull it. So I definitely don't want Planetary Pursuits to be easy. But the fact that they're just a tiny bit easier, it makes the entire rip more enjoyable. So I think wherever they're at right now is like the sweet spot. Because you still have like, you know, the Stella Novas and the Supernovas are really hard to pull. And all kinds of stuff's really hard to pull out of that. Even autographs, 1 out of 3 boxes roughly. So when you get an auto, it's usually a good player, good card, good auto, valuable. That's a sweet Aiden Miller in tune, green parallel to 99. We haven't seen a ton of these insert parallels. This one's going to Travis. What's up, Chris? Thanks for being here for the live, man. Drew Beam. Color match of KC. Going to Eric. Ethan Salas, die cut. Heroic SoCal says opened a 2024 update blaster last night. Got a true rookie Jackson Holiday and all class Jackson Holiday. Been finding a lot of him lately. Yeah, update is great. Josh Kuroda Grauer. Going to Julia. Yankee Candle die cut, yeah. Man, why does this one seem like we got so many more cards on the stage? Lunar Glow, Tyson Lewis. For Jerome. Seaver King is a good player. Nationals. Number 8 overall pick, or actually number 10 overall pick, I should say. But Washington's organization is stacked. So he's number 8 within the Washington organization, but number 10 overall pick. Ryan with a $5 super chat. Extremely urgent question. How do you feel about the McRib season being in full swing? And how many of you devoured? No judgment. I haven't eaten any McRibs lately, but I did see the sign the other day and I almost went. So how many have I devoured? Almost. Well, I mean, I would have ordered multiples. So almost 4. I've never been like I like the McRib, but I've never like sought it out as a special delicacy. Exclusive limited time offer. Like that's never got me. Usually I'm a Taco Bell guy. You've never had a McRib. Do you use Shell's brand envelopes for shipping? Oh yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, these right here. I got 2 different sizes right here. I use these every day. Ship out cards every day through eBay. I can pull it out. So this one is the big one, and you can fit 2 cards in here. There's 2 little holders for it. And then this is the regular one if you've only got like 1 card to ship out. But the trick is use these card savers when you put your, and then seal the top with like a little piece of painter's tape. And then the final trick is get one of these little stamps for non-machinable. I stamp every one of these with non-machinable so that they don't put it through the machine and have it get all tore up. The combination of all of those things I just told you about saves me countless countless hours shipping cards. And peace of mind, too. Because if you're just using a plain white envelope, I don't know about you, but I don't trust that ever. So those are thicker. It's like a thin cardboard. All right, Nate Dome. Going to Anthony. And Connor Griffin. Nice hit. We've been talking about Connor Griffin. Number 9 overall pick. High school, the best high school player in the draft. Number 2 in the Pittsburgh organization. And that's a refractor. And that is a Beaut. Dreamweaver. Nice. And we got Caminetti for Jerome. A question that divides households from John B. Apple or pumpkin? Oh, man. Well, so for this Thanksgiving, we had 2 different kinds of pumpkin pie. And we did not have an apple pie. We had 2 different kinds of pumpkin pie, and we had a multi-spread of different chocolate cheesecakes. You know, you just get it from Walmart or whatever. Meijer, it's got like 4 or 5 different kinds of little cheesecake slices. But we had there were 2 different kinds of pumpkin pie. One was like a straight up regular one, and the other one was like a pumpkin cream pie that was unbelievably good. But I've been around apple pie my whole life. Grew up on an apple orchard, so I'm all about it. But I'm actually allergic to apples. So it says on my allergy tests. I believe it because ever since I kind of stopped eating apples. My allergies have been a lot better, but it's been a combination of a bunch of factors. Allergy shots are what helped the most. Carter Holton, base. Celestin die cut. Morel to 75. Blake Wright, first auto to 75. Sirota to 499. Hess Lunar Glow. Hentz to 99. Trimble refractor. Trimble base. Harlan first auto. Mayfield speckle. Kurtz refractor. Connor Griffin sky blue. Culpepper to 199. Hurtado to 199. Louder to 99. Smith to 499. Strato Stars Gunner. Fetty to 250. Loperfido rookie auto. Jake Bowers negative. Larson to 99. Gillen base. Meyer true blue to 150. Grauer Salas die cut. Beam sky blue. Intune green parallel to 99. Aiden Miller. Caminetti base. Dome base. Griffin to 499. Nice refractor first auto. Carter Johnson sky blue and Seaver King refractor. Break number 3. We're really moving and shaking today. Non-stop ripping of the good stuff. Pulling up break 3, good to go. Next up, high roller after this. So make sure you stick around all the way to break number 4. And don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't yet, just take a moment, hit that little thumbs up button, please. Helps me out a lot. I greatly appreciate it. Pumpkin cheesecake isn't bad either. Yeah, I love cheesecake. Nice hit. Caglione. It's one of the top guys to pull. Number 6 overall draft pick. Going to David. Eli wants to know how to buy into the breaks. Hold on, I got this. I got a link for you right here. I should talk about it just briefly. You got to join the Patreon group. If you want to get in on a break, join the Patreon crew and become a slammer. Slammers get notified when I post a break and they can buy in if they choose. I do breaks on Wednesdays and Fridays. I ship out next business day. You get your cards extremely quickly. Link in the chat right now to join the Patreon group and become a slammer. There's a free tier you can join. And there's a paid tier. The paid tier is where you get a notification. Occasionally, I will drop a notification for everybody to join in a break. If we have some kind of big release, I'll let the slammers all get in first, and then if maybe I'll open up like a break to the entire Patreon crew, but they sell out really fast. So you got to download the Patreon app on your phone. You don't have to, but I would recommend downloading the Patreon app on your phone. That way, the notification comes right to your phone. You can just click the link that comes through, and you're good to go. Whereas if you get an email, so you get an email notification too, you get two. One through email, one through your phone. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer for the email notification to come in, and by the time you get it, it might be sold out. Hold on one second. Paul, you're hooked on the Bo Jackson Battle Arena. Nice. Yeah, it's fun. What do we have here? Matt Shaw, refractor to 250. Cubs hit for Adam. There's a Tibbs, a couple of refractors. Sky Blue, Aaron Parker. The Blue Jays, sort of a color match for Kurt. Seaver King, die cut. In action. Streamlabs bot just dropped a link in the chat right now. If anybody is going to put in an order for PSA, especially while they got these sales, there's like the 12 sales at Christmas. They have one for all sports cards year 2000 and above right now. You can combine that discount with the code Stryker25 on your first order to get $25 off. Can't beat it. Casey Cook. Going to Matthew. Nope, Eli, they're all sold out. So I sell out all the breaks before we even get going. And I do the randomization on Patreon so that everything's ready to go, so we can start out the stream and have no delays, no downtime, just straight, constant entertainment and ripping and talking baseball. You're making mini stocking stuffer boxes for the kids out of your update extras. Do you think they'll be happy? I threw some good rookies into. Probably. They like cards, definitely. Make sure you include some shiny stuff in there. Egan to $4.99. Probably in each one of them, there should be something that they get excited about, even if it's one thing. You know, even if you've got like a couple of old autos that you're not really into, throw an autograph in there or a couple of nice shiny parallels. Because even the kids know base versus good stuff. Paulino Santana to $199. Magenta Crater. Check out my website, strikerbreaks.com. I've got the Hall of Hits on there. You can see some of the better hits we've gotten over the years. I need to update it. I got a few pending upload. But there's some good stuff on there. Lots of 101s, lots of low-numbered autographs of the best players, best prospects, best players, 101 autos, amazing relic autographs, 101 bat knobs, like you name it. Eric Hernandez refractor, first autograph for Daniel. JB comes in and says, Corbin Burnes to the Mets. He's signing 1-year deals. I wonder if there's some issue with his physical. Or I don't know, because you would think after he had a good season, after that season, he would be locked up. Someone would want to lock him up for a little bit of time. But I think there's some kind of situation with his underlying metrics. Let me double check that. Hold on one sec, guys. Also, I'm running a sale in my eBay store right now. I just got to check something. Expected delivery Friday, December 6th. That's today. It's out for delivery right now. We got a gold Bazana yesterday. That would be the best one. That's one of the best cards you can get out of this release. Like a gold auto, a gold first auto of a player is a grail card. Those are numbered to 50. So if you get something that's even less than that, it's a nice Connor Griffin Lunar Glow. Like good, you're not going to get anything better than that probably. It's very ridiculous. A better than a gold. So we got one of the best cards you can pull out of this release. Yeah, the Orioles need to keep him. That's what needs to happen. Just pulling up his stats right now so I can see. Why isn't it pulling up Corbin Burnes? That's why. I spelled his name wrong. Yeah, dude. He is... It's really good. 29 years old. Pitchers have more longevity, though, typically. Do I see something in his underlying stats? Well, his FIP is significantly higher than his ERA, which means he was getting a lot of help on defense. And also, I think it takes park into consideration, which the Orioles, they used to be a hitting park, but now they're more of a pitching park. So I think maybe some people are a little apprehensive because not only, so his FIP this year was 3.55. FIP stands for fielding independent pitching, which means it measures a pitcher's effectiveness at preventing home runs, walks, hit by pitch, and causing strikeouts. It says this is a constant. The constant is set so that each season Major League average FIP is the same as the Major League average ERA. So if you have a FIP that is higher than your ERA, it means you're getting lucky somehow. And Corbin Burnes, 3.55 FIP. Last year he had a 3.81 FIP. So, and he had a 3.39. So his FIP has just been way better than his ERA for almost every season, except for the season he won the Cy Young. He had a 163 FIP, which means he was actually better than his ERA that year. 3 autographs. Casey Salke for the White Sox. Number 1. Then we've got another base. We're getting a lot of base. Griff O'Farrell for Anthony. Here's our parallel. Trimble again? What's up, Trimble? What happened here? Why are we not getting... Oh. That's what happened. If I even brush my finger against this thing, it shuts off. But not to take away, it's not like he had a FIP in the 4s. His FIP's in the 3s still, which means that he's still... I think everybody is well aware that Corbin Burnes is one of the better pitchers in the league. So I would think he would get at least a 5-year deal, like at least. He'd probably want even more than that, like a 6-year deal. If I were him, you know, but what's the market? Dude, there's got to be a market for a guy like that. Manny coming in says Colson Montgomery will probably get a early call up and be a Rookie of the Year contender. That's a good call, Manny. Manny's always got some hot takes. Some good takes. Keegan, what's up? It's going good here. How's it going there? Nick says, oh, K rate down too. Yeah. Nick says, I just got into collecting. Where should I start? Bowman? Chrome? You should start with 2024 Topps Update. Start there, and then also you can supplement that with some Topps Chrome Update. That's where I would start if I were you. Those are awesome releases, and you're going to probably miss it when it's gone because it's so good. It's never, like, it's not always that good. Once every few years, you have a release as good as Topps Update this year. Sometimes longer than that. So definitely start there. We're opening Topps Chrome Update right now. These hobby boxes have been getting more and more expensive because there's still a ton of the debut patches. These hobby boxes, every format actually, you can get the debut patch out of, but that's like a really, like the ultimate ceiling for a Topps Chrome card is the debut patch. Now we're opening Bowman Draft here too, which has the ultimate ceiling for a Bowman card. Like a Bowman first. So those are two different things. And so basically we have ceiling rips today is what we're doing. We're just, and that's why you join a break, to hit a ceiling type of card for a low price. No, we haven't. They're super rare, Keegan. Super tough pulls. We have not got one. I'm pretty sure I hit one in the past, though. Last year, did we hit one? It was a redemption, maybe? Or I could just be imagining it. Could just completely be imagining that I did. Sometimes I dream about this stuff. Before a release, every time there's a big release, the night before, I just constantly am like dreaming about the next day's rip. Because it's a big deal. It's a big deal for me to do this. And I am very conscientious of everything that happens with it, and I try to be the best that I can be in terms of like everything that goes into this: research, entertainment value, informational value. And there's a lot that rides on my shoulders. So I'm always thinking about it, like how to be good, how to be the best, how to get better, how to know more, how to share more. Best technology, best cameras, best microphones, sound quality, video quality, graphics, displays, everything. Background, foreground. And also there's a ton of money that I have to invest in this, and I have to front. Like, the amount of money that is. It would blow your mind. Just for Bowman draft alone. Crazy number. There's a Skeens refractor. Christopher Morel. Lava Lamp. Aqua to 175. Here's a orange. Come on, big orange. Had a nice orange earlier. Evan Carter. Ooh, it's an orange auto. Come on, baby. Corbin Burnes? What? After just all that talk of all the players? All right. What? Of all the players, and it's an orange color match Corbin Burnes auto. That is wild. Anthony, I didn't even know you could get Corbin Burnes autos in here. Apparently. Skeens base, apparently that's $1 million card. Wild. That happens more than it happens all the time. Where we're talking about a player, and then boom, there's like, here comes their auto. And it's not like that is such a random auto to get too. I'm scared. That scares me. Bazana. Quite the guy. Australia's own. What a wonderful #1 overall pick. He is number 18 on the top 100 prospects in all of baseball. Travis Bazana. Number 18. Out of everybody who's come and gone over the last few years, he's number 18. He's already that high. Here comes the gold. Ready? Just scare us. Scare us with it right now. I kind of thought. Joshua. True gold. Cole Messina. Not going to complain about a gold next to an orange. Dakota Jordan to 499. This is one of the dudes. Grant Shepherdson, true blue to 150. Going to Eric. There's DeVries. What's your eBay page? Here, I'll drop a link. I got it pulled up right here. It's called Decor Galore Store. Because I used to sell home and garden decor. Drop the link in the chat. Sale right now. Check out my eBay store. Everything's got a best offer option on it too. So if you see a card you like, you can just shoot me an offer. Just click that make an offer button. Send me something reasonable. If it's a reasonable offer, I'll probably just accept it. If it's not quite reasonable, I'll probably shoot you an offer back somewhere in the reasonable realm. Or if it's really unreasonable, I'll just straight up deny it. Connor Griffin die cut. Refractor, Sterling, Celestin. We're gonna have to go with the no backing vocals there, Flint. Billy Amick. Minnesota Twins for Steven. Yeah, if it's really bad, sometimes I don't bother even denying it. I just leave it up there as a one of those like, oh, you want to insult me? Okay, I'm just going to leave your offer pending. Because sometimes people come in with insulting offers, you know, it's like $100 card and they'll just be like $1. And you're like, sometimes those people get banned. Eduardo Herrera to 99. You would never guessed. Well, it's kind of a long story, Ryan. But my family owns like a country store, cider mill, restaurant, kind of like combo of a bunch of things. And I started selling stuff on eBay for them after I graduated college. Came back to work for the family business with my newly acquired business skills. And I started an eBay store for them and sold a lot of that kind of stuff on there already. So then when I kind of branched off onto my own, I had made all these contacts with different vendors. So I already had like home decor contacts where I could get stuff for cost. And I already had pictures of a lot of stuff that I already taken too. So I just kind of slid right into what I was already doing, but just on my own. Cam Smith. And I already had like a lot of shipping, packing and shipping and distribution from like a warehouse type of setup. That's what I was doing all the time. And like just knowing all the ins and outs of what I needed to do. So that's kind of what separates the men from the boys is the shipping and how to be efficient with shipping. Cam Smith for Adam. Also, like if you are getting a bunch of offers that are well below what you want, you can set thresholds on there that'll automatically get accepted or denied. Sometimes I do that, but it ends up being a problem because stuff changes in price all the time. And it's impossible to keep up with the current prices of everything. A lot of times things fall over time, or if it's like a player that takes off, the prices will go up. And if you adjust your prices and then you run a sale, if you have those thresholds in place, it won't let you put those items on sale. It'll give you like an error message. So I don't even bother with the thresholds anymore because I have so many items that are all over the place, always constantly in flux. Mello, what's up? Brazaban to 99. Going to Bobby. Carter Johnson, Lunar Glow. Troy with a $20 donation. Super Chat says, real men wear white cotton gloves to rip cards. Just so you know, I never say anything, but I watched the video the other day and I am triggered. Keep up the great content, brother. You're the best. Yeah, I know. White cotton gloves is the play, isn't it? Very manly. Yeah, I kind of went off the handle the other day about how gross it is to watch someone ripping cards with gloves on. Especially those black ones. Oh, the black latex gloves. Oh, can't even look at it. something about it. Like, Chase Burnes. This is the number 2 pick overall, and that's a refractor. Is he even in it, Jay? Gold! Emil Morales, 48 out of 50. Love the gunner you have on eBay. So close to pulling the trigger. Are you talking about his rookie auto encased? That thing is nasty. I keep thinking about sending it away. I might still. But that's an expensive one, so that doesn't qualify for the sales. So if you send that away, you know, it's got to be on a separate order, and that's just a hassle. But I do have, I should have sent it with my Ohtani. I just sent a nasty Ohtani rookie auto. That Bowman's Best Ohtani rookie auto I pulled. I actually pulled it myself out of a 2018 Bowman's Best box during the 12-hour live stream celebrating 100,000 subscribers. But that's like a $5,000-$6,000 card. I just sent that away. I could have sent it in the same order, I suppose. Yay, we got multiple parallels in this box. Nathan Flewelling. True blue to 150 going to the Tampa Bay Rays. Travis. And Boston Bateman. Lovely signature you have there, Boston Bateman. Kind of a cool name, too. And Ivan Luciano to 150. Mojo parallel for Kurt. On to the high roller. Get ready for this. If you like Gilded, which everybody seems to, we're going to be ripping a box of Gilded along with some other jewels, juicy jewels. Ryan Campos, Chrome Sky Blue. Hernandez, Refractor to $4.99. O'Farrell, first auto. Santana to $1.99. Egan to $4.99. Griffin, Lunar Glow. Trimble, Green Lava to $99. Sawkey, first base. Seaver King, die cut. Aaron Parker, Chrome Sky Blue. Casey Cook, first. Amick to $250. Caglione. Matt Shaw, Refractor parallel here to $250. Plasma Power. Corbin Burnes, strange coincidence with Corbin Burnes to $25. Amick, first auto. Cole Messina, True Gold to $50. Carter Johnson, Lunar Glow, Brazaban to $99. Morales to $50. Grant Shepherdson to $150. Herrera to $99. Griffin die cut. Dakota Jordan to $4.99. Cam Smith $1.99. Cossey, Chrome Sky Blue. Luciano Mojo to $150. Bateman. Flewelling, True Blue to $150. Chase Burnes, Refractor. $1 Million Skeens. Morel to $175. There's a Refractor Skeens. Must be $2 million for that one. Jackson Holiday Refractor. And Joey Gallo to $99. But first, it's break number 4, the high roller. Strap in. Stage is going to be filling up awfully quickly. Welcome to the lane where the big boys play. Golden At Bat rule is a joke. It's not going to happen. They just brought it up to bring some conversation to Major League Baseball during the offseason. That's my take. Not going to happen. Ridiculous. No one wants it. It's so much of a ploy that I don't even want to talk about it because I know what they're doing. Although I'm all about talking about baseball. So like I'm kind of torn, you know, like I know the trick they're trying to pull here and I'm not falling for it, but I do like talking about baseball and hypotheticals. So still not going to talk about it other than what I just said. Emmett, what is up? Doing some homework and watching the best breaker out there. Appreciate that, man. Yes, just in time for the high roller. We're going to have a stage full of bangers. I can tell you that much. The Soto drama getting bigger by the day. I'm telling you, he's going to re-sign with the Yankees. This is another much ado about nothing. And if not, you know, okay, I was wrong, but I'll put my word out there. I'll put my prediction out there like I have. Called the Ohtani thing the whole time too. Called the Soto thing last time too. Exactly right. Soto, Amet, nope, he's going to be a Yankee. I haven't even read anything. I don't know anything about it. I haven't read anything. I don't watch TV. This is just a gut instinct call. I don't care what they're saying. Like we ran into this same thing with Ohtani becoming a Blue Jay, remember? And it was all a bunch of BS. It was never going to happen. And that's exactly what I said at the time too. So it's fun to dream. Sunny gray, black and white. We're looking for 2 autographs out of here. This is the hobby box. Also the exclusive yellow, gold, whatever. Soderstrom. Going to Brent. Standworthy card number 1. Yeah, he's a Yankee. Soto, like, okay. You don't just let him go now that you have him. You don't just say, all right, we're not going to pay. As the Yankees organization, do you know how pissed the fans would be? There's no way they let him go, no matter what the cost. They have to have him for the relevance. This whole East Coast, West Coast rivalry is going to continue for years to come, and it's going to include Aaron Judge and Juan Soto at the center of that lineup, in the heart of the lineup. And then we got Cole, and they probably get Burnes too, or maybe they need a lefty. I don't know, but they're not done, and they are going to spend money. Who, if not Soto, then who? You think that team is just going to lose Soto and like, well, now what? No. Thurman Munson to 199. Kyle Harrison Chrome. You think he is, Ryan? I never heard that. I always thought he was a cool dude. But I've never met him. Is that why he's bouncing around from team to team to team? Because he's a D-bag? Oh, there's a nice hit. Yamamoto rookie auto. Kurt. Well, the high roller is already delivering. And this is just the opening act. This is not even the opening act. This is the trailer for the movie. And it already hit. Jeff says, Stryker just opened a 22 UK and hit a J-Rod auto. Congratulations. I hit from that same release, I hit a J-Rod, the blue. Are those to 25 or 50? I can't remember off the top of my head, but I was super excited about that. I actually have that off at the upgrade shop right now because I have the black gemmed up from UK. And that's, I think, to 125. So the blue's got to be 50, right? The sky blue. Otani Triumvirate. The chrome skeins. It's odd that the Padres were better when Soto left. Well, Jackson Merrill is really good. And he's a much better defender than Soto as well. So, like, his stick isn't as good as Soto's, but it might be. Like, it's not that bad of a downgrade, but his defense is way better. And they already had plenty of people towards the top of the lineup, so the Jackson Merrill thing just fit perfectly. Not to mention, I mean, there were other things too, that just littler things, but other things with the Padres that kind of worked out well. Michael King, yeah, that's a huge addition. Yeah, it's not. Uncle Fester says, yeah, it's just a coincidence. He makes any team better. But it's not just a one-to-one thing. It's not like the only thing that happened is they lost Soto and they got better. There's a bunch of moves all around. I lost Snell, too. And Snell had like a Cy Young season. So it does seem weird. But they improved the team all around rather than taking like these two like top-end superstars. They kind of exchanged those for like a bunch of better pieces all around. So while the high end is not as good, everything else is. Schlesinger to 71. Going to Joshua. Yeah, there were some weird clubhouse vibes there too, Wayne. Good call. Too many egos. Yeah, literally a Cy Young season. Not kind of a Cy Young season. Literally a Cy Young season. Albertus to 250. Baseball needs a salary cap. I'll second that. You coached Braylon Doughty. Sweet, Matthew. And travel ball. Isn't that cool to see a guy you coached in an actual baseball release? Very cool. They need a cap and a floor. Yeah, agreed. Jeremy Rodriguez. Matt Titt for David. Chase Burnes die cut. In action, Chase Burnes. Yeah, in order to get something like that done, it takes at least one team completely abusing the process for there to be any kind of change, but like the players league, the players association has a lot to do with this. So like you know, everybody wants to blame the owners for everything. And they just go, billionaires. And that's basically the end of the argument. But the players association, you know, they want that because there's more money to go around for the players. Nice Connor Griffin to 150. Going to John. Dalton with a $5 super chat. Good luck with draft. Hoping you get a nice Bazana auto. Had the pleasure of watching him at Oregon State for the past 3 years. Appreciate that super chat. Yeah, we got one the other day. Big one. Big gold. Hopefully we get another one. Tibbs. There's another good one. This is the number 13 overall pick. Outfielder, number 3 in the San Francisco top 10 organizational rankings. A little speckle action for Eric. Braylon, hey, well, there you go. Braylon Doughty to 99. It's going to Josh. Oh, man. Chat just flies by. Summoning some cards today. It's weird. Today's been a weird day with that. Ty Pete, Lunar Glow. Van Hass Refractor, Churio. Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot, Uncle Fester. It's strange. It's a strange thing because I feel like it would be like I want there to be more available so I can just go like wherever and buy some because I want more of it. And it's kind of tough to get and the prices keep going up. So there's going to get to a point, it's probably already there where like I don't want to buy any for that price. But at the same time, it's like having it be low production like that just makes it so much more sought after and desirable. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing that we got to deal with in this game, the supply and demand situation. Everybody wants it to be cheaper, but if it's cheaper, it's more mass produced and not as desirable usually. It's the more expensive, lesser produced, harder to get stuff that ends up being the best. So we're always torn between, you know, there's that perfect place where it's short enough produced where it's still in demand, but it's still available if you get lucky at the store. Kind of like Topps Update this year where it's the shortest produced of Series 1, Series 2 update by far. And then at first it was unavailable completely. It just had like a slow rollout. And so everybody's paying double the price for it. And now there's still a little bit available from time to time in the store. You can get it for actual retail. There's Cags again. Got a Miles Naylor and a Cags Refractor. At 400 a jumbo you'd be in. I don't know. I think it was more than that always. There's so many packs, 50 packs in a jumbo with 3 guaranteed autos. Like at at that price, you know, you can just flip it all and make money like right now. But I almost feel like that would be a mistake because it's like, I don't know, you know, nobody knows what the future holds with anything. So I just get this gut feeling that it's going to be, especially if they keep doing it and it continues on for years with like more, you know, the newest rookies every single year, they come out with another version every year or twice a year or something where they update it and there's updated cards and it's all limited production. That would be the key. Like every time it comes out, it's limited production and everybody's waiting for it and trying to get it and contacting their TCG suppliers and like trying to get it before the price goes up. And there's just a bunch of rare cards all the time. That would be cool if they did it like that and just don't mass produce it. Just have it be something that the stores only get a few boxes here and there. And then they, you know, they hold them for their really good clientele. We got 2 parallels in here, folks. It's a good box. One of them's a gold. Blake Wright to 150, Colorado Rockies. Going to Russell. And we got a Hagen Smith base auto, but a gold shimmer. Dylan Drayling to 50. Jasil, heading your way. Yeah, I have one, Rex. But just because you have an EIN doesn't mean you can buy the cards wholesale. It takes... There are, especially since Fanatics took over, there are a lot of requirements and things like that to get cards. I tried for years to get cards for wholesale through Southern Hobby Supply, and it was the biggest joke. It's the biggest joke. It's ridiculous. It's borderline. It should be illegal, like what they did. Because what they would do is they would make you, like, you have allocations. That's how this game works, man. You get allocations based on how much you spend. So you have to like build up your allocations somehow. But how do you build up your allocations if they don't offer you any product? So what they would do is they would offer you bad product that they can't sell, and they jack the price up to the point where it's even above like what you can resell it for. So you just have to have like a whole inventory, tens of thousands of dollars, if not more, of lost leaders that you have to sell for a loss before you can even start getting anything for cost. And then they'll be like, here's one box, one hobby box. And you just like, it's like $20 lower than retail. So the whole game is a joke. But yeah, I have a business license and all that. A reseller's license. You missed the Bowman Draft Light box. Yeah, Dane, I PC Riley Green. Affinity says brick and mortar store for like 6 months was a requirement when I looked into it. Yeah, there's all different. So I don't even want to get into it because it's convoluted and it makes my head hurt. But there are no card shops in my town. So if I wanted to, I could open up a card shop and then get Fanatics. Like I could get in with Fanatics and have them sell me stuff for wholesale to sell in the card shop. And then like the breaking would be a separate thing. And like, cause you're not allowed to sell retail boxes if you're a breaker, and you're not allowed to sell breaks if you're just a brick and mortar retailer, unless like you can do both, but then you have to sell the breaks out of your store, which is, that doesn't sound very doable. Like I think I may be wrong because I don't know. I don't know all the details behind that, but I thought it was in person, like in the store. You have to do your breaks and sell them out of your store, but I don't know. Oh yeah, and you know if I had a card shop, it'd be the baddest one around. If not, that exists, period. Got a lot of competition there down in Atlanta, though. And in California. But that's a long ways away from the thumb of Michigan. I live in a small town, though, you know, so there's not like a ton of business. There's enough to have, like, we've had like one card shop for the last like 40 years. Only one, like it. So you can't have two. There's not enough business for two. But you can survive with just one. But the dudes who own the card shops live there. They work every single day, including Sundays, all day, every day. They like, you can't have employees really. If you like, you got to just do it all yourself. I know. Yeah. Well, how am I going to do both this and that? Here's a gold. I would have to have someone else run the card shop for me. Soderstrom for days and days. We got 2 Soderstroms already for Brent. No, I'm not gonna. I don't want to do a brick and mortar. I've done my share of retail in my life. Like I said, my family owns a business, retail business, so I'm done with that. I got all I can handle with this. More than I can handle with this. Jackson Holiday. Content creation alone is a full-time job, let alone doing breaks. You want to volunteer as tribute? I've dealt with that too. I've dealt with volunteers. Plenty for the haunted house. Half of our staff is volunteers. And it is not what you want. Sizzle, Aaron Judge. That's a big hit. Big, rare insert. The sizzle. Going to Michael. Oh, top of the morning win. Nunez to $3.99. There's a Skeens. Austin Wells Prism. Imanaga. Running out of top loaders. Yeah, William. That I cannot make any promises about because there are some people I just can't get to. You guys wouldn't believe the amount of people, and like I make fun of it all the time here on the channel when we're live. Like I'm not a Beckett. Everybody asking me what their cards are worth. From like, think about the amount of it you see on the stream that I like joke around about, and then multiply that by 10. Those are the amount of emails and messages I get. People want me to tell them what their cards are worth and then what to do with it and should they get it graded and how much should they sell it for and blah, like. I can't. So there's a lot of those kind of guys that I can't respond to. A lot of them. I'll read it, but I'm not going to respond. I can't. Dude. You think I work for you? I know they're just asking for advice, but when it's like dozens and dozens and dozens of them every day, it gets infuriating. It makes me want to actually, that's what I am going to do. I'm glad we're talking about this. I'm going to take my email address off of everything so that people they got to stop getting a hold of me. It's very overwhelming. So I'm going to take it down off of YouTube and everything else. I can't deal with it anymore. It's too much. But that's why you join the Patreon group, because I prioritize slammers and make sure that I answer all their questions, and that's part of the deal that comes with the slammership. Do a group certain never, Jeff. I get asked to do that all the time too. I can't do that. I don't have time for that. I don't even have time to do my own, brother. Like, people want me to sell their cards for them via commission. People want me to send their cards away for them for PSA. It's like, do you know how many cards I have myself that I have to do? Stacks and stacks and stacks. I got thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of cards that are just ready to be sold, or to be graded, or to be given away, or to be thrown in a burning fire, or what, just going through all that. Because I got to find time in between doing everything else to do that. That's like down on the list. Cosmic time, though, right here. Hopefully we got one of them hot boxes, or at the very least an autograph. Don't sell for others. I know, dude, but I get people to email me all the time. Like, hey. People just don't understand. And it's fine. Like, they just don't understand everything that I have to do. And I don't expect them to. But it is brazen. People are very brazen. Especially with like the give, like they want me to give away cards all the time. Like, hey, can I have some cards? Like, just like that, dude. Emails like, hey, can I have some cards? What do I look like? A charity? I mean, I give away tons and tons of cards, but there's only so much you can do. Because it's not about giving cards away. It's about the time that it takes to do that. And we got a Soto auto. Yes. Beautiful. I love Soto's auto. Look at that. Yankees going to Michael. A beauty. Oh, I'm so glad we got an auto out of this box. It just makes it so much better. But yeah, like the giving of cards away. Okay. So now I have to go through the time, find some cards to give away, figure out your address, like address it, pack it, ship it, all the things, and that's just one. What about the other 1,000 people that want free cards? Just keeping up with the stuff people buy is hard enough. Colt Keith rookie. Rooker. Nucleus. KC, my bad. My man. I understand, Stryker. I took my email off, but I'm no Stryker, so I can only imagine. I know, dude, I thought about this like a couple of weeks ago. Like while I was in the shower, I was just like, how do I deal with all this? And then I'm like, take your email address off. That's a good idea. I just never did. Maybe I'll remember now. Maybe I won't. Derek Jeter, Galactic Greatness, Arenado, Blue Moon to 99. Junior, Merrill rookie. Nice Ellie launched into orbit. Another Ellie, Cosmos. Freddie Freeman to 199. Aqua Equinox. It's going to Kurt. Stars in the Night, Julio. We got some juice piling up. We better put him up front, eh? Let's just go like this. Put that back there. Let's start getting a little row established here of bangers. Hello, Joseph. Cosmic looks like a Panini product to you. What Panini product does it look like? Because I don't see it. Man, there's a lot of top load cards coming out of that box. I'm gonna have to get another box of top loaders. I had two whole boxes that we've almost gone through already. What else? Who goes on front? About Ellie Cosmos. We got space back here. Cardshells.com for your top loaders and your supplies. Use the code, what is it, Stryker nowadays? Streambot dropped a link. It's hard for me to keep up with all the codes too. Yeah, so use the code Stryker Breaks for a discount at cardshells.com. Okay, well, since we have a little bit of room on the stage, we'll do another jumbo Bowman draft. No, Cosmic is more now. Cosmic went up, I think it's 425. Check blowout. For any prices, guys, just look at what blowout. Everybody else matches blowout. So if you want to know like the going rate, that's what I do. I just go check out blowout.com. That's the going rate. All the other places, at the very least, they're like that much, usually that much or above. But Blowout, Steel City, and Dave and Adams are usually exactly the same. Sometimes, like this time of year, they'll be slightly different because they run sales, but usually even their sale prices are identical, which is shady AF. But it is what it is. Patrick, that one's going to you, buddy. Jaron DeBerry. Card shells discount. I'm not sure. They just changed it. They put a new code in there for me, so it might be a one-time thing. I think it is. So make it count. You're still waiting a year later for your redemption of your only Soto auto. You contacted Topps to see if I can get it subbed with another auto. Still waiting for a response. Oh boy. What was that from, KC? What release? Cole Mathis to 150. That wasn't for you from UK, was it? I know he's got autos in UK. 22 UK. That were they redemptions though? That I don't remember. Yeah, Cosmic it's expensive. Great combination of a great checklist, a great autograph checklist, rare inserts that are worth money. It's in a very cool design that a lot of people like. Chrome, the Topps Chrome logo. way lower production on all of even the base cards. So like it's going to be more rare, more collectible, all that. 22 update, yeah. Okay. I knew it had to be a 22 product. Tyson Neighbors. Going to Kevin. Padres hit. All-Star Relic Auto out of 5. Wow. Dane, appreciate the offer, man. I am not in the market right now to buy anything. I've spent way too much money over the last couple months. Way, way, way too much. I can't buy anything right now. Chase Burnes to 199. I haven't even shown you guys some of the stuff I recently got. Usually I make another video on the other channel. I haven't even gotten to it yet. I kind of talked about it a little bit, but I bought a huge collection of Motu on-card, mint on-card action figures. And it was extremely expensive. So I'm basically broke. Hagen Smith to 150. Favorite steak cut and how do you like it cooked? Usually what I get is a ribeye, medium rare. But it also depends. Like sometimes I'll get it medium if I know the restaurant and how they cook it. And like sometimes they cook it too rare for medium rare, and so then I get the medium because they undercook it a little bit anyway, so the medium ends up being like how I want it. Chase Harlan to 499. Masters of the Universe, Peter, the original 1980, 1982, 81, 82, when the figures first came out. Sealed mint on card. Very, very rare, hard to come by stuff that I collected as a kid. I mean, I didn't collect them as a kid. I played with them as a kid. But I collect them as an adult. We are packed. The stage is packed. I gotta start going like this. Because we've got 1, 2, 3 more boxes and many more hits. Your parents bribed you with Castle Grayskull. Yeah, I don't remember if I ever had Castle Grayskull, but I definitely played with like I think my cousin had it, or maybe even 2 of my cousins. Yeah, a lot of people did have it. I think that's why I didn't have it, maybe, because everybody else had it. And maybe I did have it, because I mean, I was born in 81, so I don't really remember early childhood a whole lot. But I do remember that because the action figures took a beating, so I had those for a while. This is a nice hit here. James Tibbs to 499. Refractor, first autograph, along with the regular refractor. Little 1-2 punch, number 13 overall draft pick. Outfielder, number 3 in the organizational pipeline for James Tibbs. Congratulations, Eric, getting some bangers. Yeah, I read Goosebumps as a kid. Yep. How about this one? We were talking about Castle Grayskull. Do you remember the slime pit? Where it was like the monster's skull face, and then you put slime in the back of his head, and it like came out of his mouth onto the guy. I bought that sealed in box. Mint. That is one I remember playing with. Just the slime, like if you still have the slime sealed, it's worth like $100, I think. Just the slime. Rodriguez. Because of course no one has slime left over. You would go through the slime right away. And it'd get in a carpet and it would get all nasty. You couldn't really reuse it that good. Like you could reuse it, but if it got into the carpet, I had slime in my parents' carpet. I still remember. It was in there for like years, I think. Like back in the playroom. Joseph says I was the first one on my block to have NES Advantage. Yeah, I remember. Pablo Guerrero, 40 of 50. Yeah, that's another thing. I've been getting into Nintendo, vintage Nintendo, retro gaming, retro action figures, retro comic books, and of course, cards. There's a lot of stuff. Joseph. Sky Blue. How are we going to do this? I just talked about double stacking. Look at this 1-2 punch right here. Oh, talk about a high roller. An HTA and a Breaker's Delight. Nothing but the goods. Let's do this first and then this. Does that sound good? 2024 Topps Chrome Update Breaker's Delight. 2 autographs. We have seen bonus autos come out of here. Bunch of parallels, bunch of refractors, bunch of numbered cards, and the potential for a debut patch. Remember when Valiant... Yeah, there were a bunch of like break-off comic book comic organizations. Image was the first one. Big time when they got McFarlane. Did Spawn, Dark Horse. So there's a lot of little breakaways. Refractors. Refractor, refractor, refractor. Come on, give us a big refractor. Blu-ray Wave. Rafaela to 150. That one's going to Kurt. No, we've got an auto. Aqua Wave. Medeiros to 199. Going to David. Oh, and the all-etch rookie rush auto. Heston Kjerstad. Green parallel to 99. Bobby. Imanaga. Lava lamp to 299. Got a negative. Another Kjerstad. Finally, Ben Brown Youthquake. Pearl Jam still is. Giancarlo. Loved Image. Yeah, do you remember that comic book? It was one of the early ones for Image. Pitt. P-I-T-T. With that really mean looking alien monster guy. That was my favorite. I collected the whole run of that. And I have a PS or I have a 9.8 CGC 9.8. which it's not like that's anything crazy. There's plenty of those. It's not super expensive, but that was, I loved Pit number 1. The image, it just captured me as a kid. Okay, I guess we go like this. Put Kerstad up there, and then we're going to slide Imanaga over here. And we need to adjust. Do we need to adjust this front row, maybe? No, Burnes is really good too. Let's put Yamamoto right there. We'll put Soto over here. And there's one more banger we need to find a spot for. Right here. Judge Sizzle sneaking out the side. If you know, you know. Give him a little more room. There we go. That's a nice little front row spread. You can barely see the Soto auto. Another choice. 3 autos. The Max. Yeah, I was more into Pitt than the Max, but I did have the Max as well. Carter Holton. Green Lava parallel to 99. Going to Glenn. We got a double parallel box. Trey, you savage. Heading to John. And finally, Ethan Schiefelbein to 199. Tigers hit. Going to Bobby. Time for a gilded box. Schiefelbein. Yeah, he looks like a youngin'. And he's 18. There we go. Gilded, treat us right. Hit that like button for extra good vibes. We need them for this high-end box. Spawn 1, iconic cover. Yeah, I've got multiples of those. None graded. Got a lot of spawns. Big run of them. But like I said, I usually, I'm a kind of a, I can be a bit of a contrarian, so I'll zig when others are zagging. So while others were into Spawn big time, which I was into it, like I went more the pit route. Here we go. We're doing this one first. Come on, give us something huge. All right, Rusty's rips. Calling a super. Let's do it. On top, Byron Buxton. Numbered to 99. All cards in a gilded box are numbered. All these base ones are, at least. Oh, Willie Mays, 10 of 10. Gold Lava. Nice hit, Eric. 10 of 10. Oh, wait, is that a... Oh, it's a Giants, yeah. It looks like the New York Mets, but New York Giants. And Tyler Black to 199 is the auto. Brewers hit for Patrick. We got a bonus auto. Yes. Make it count. Make it count. Adley. Adley, 1 of 99. And Tyler Black, 85 of 99. Bobby's got the Orioles. All right, we got one more pack, and there's a gold framed auto coming out of here. Good luck. Raleigh Fingers. 93 of 99. Pre-mustache Raleigh. Looks almost unrecognizable without his patented curly mustache. A's hit for Brent. Now, let's look at all the hits. Raleigh pulled the Yamamoto 1/1 Superfractor for update. Okay, here we go. Freddie Freeman to 199. Launched Ellie, Arenado, Blue Moon to 99, Rooker Nucleus, Doughty to 99, Kyle Harrison, Green Chrome, Thurman Munson to 199, Sonny Gray, Black and White, Albertus to 250, Schlesinger to 71, Skeens Chrome, Otani Triumvirate, Luis Robert, Gold, Blake Wright to 150, Mojo Parallel, Tyler Soderstrom, Rookie Auto, Ellie, Cosmos, Naylor, Sky Blue Chrome, Cags, Refractor, Drilling to 50, Gold Shimmer. Soderstrom, Gold Wave to 50, Rookie Auto. Ty Pete, Lunar Glow. Connor Griffin to 150, True Blue Paper. Chase Burns, Die Cut. Jeremy Rodriguez, Tibbs, Speckle to 200. Armis, First Auto. Neighbors, Guerrero to 50. Rodriguez Lunar Glow. Joseph Sky Blue. Mathis True Blue to 150. Jason Dominguez Lava Lamp to 299. Nunez to 399. Jackson Holiday Refractor. DeBerry First Auto. Hagen Smith Mini Diamond to 150. Vargas Die Cut. Cruz Sky Blue. Harlan Sky Blue Paper to 499. Schiefelbein to 199. Yes Savage First Auto. Holton to 99. Kerstad negative. Rafaela Blue Ray Wave to 150. Victor Medeiros to 199. Sky Blue Aqua Wave. Willie Mays 10 of 10. Gold Lava 10 of 10. Raleigh Fingers Gold Frame Gilded to 99. Tyler Black Gilded Auto, Gilded Rookie Auto to 199. Byron Buxton to 99. Adley 1 of 99 from Gilded. Juan Soto Cosmic On-Card Auto. Imanaga to 299. Aaron Judge Sizzle. Big insert pull. Heston Kerstad All Etch Rookie Rush Auto to 99. James Tibbs Refractor First Auto. James Tibbs Refractor. Yamamoto Rookie Auto Stadium Club. Hagen Smith First Auto. And Chase Burns to 199. Some hits coming out of the high roller. Appreciate everybody for joining me today. We're going to be back at it again next